Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much and welcome to this analysis. President Uhuru Kenyatta today was attending a church service in Pipeline. Now, after that church service, he addressed some roadside rallies in what was seen as an Azimio la Umoja campaign rallies. So he campaigned for Raila, addressed the boda issue, and he mentioned something about the Raila's chopper incident in Uasin Gishu. And if you follow this channel, I analyzed that the faces behind that chopper incident were worrying Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. I can tell you that at the end of this analysis, go and revisit that video. It is in this channel. In fact, I'm going to pin it at the end here. And now, this is the video here. If you check this video, I mentioned about the deeper faces behind this chopper incident as were worrying Deputy President. Uhuru spoke in Pipeline, and I want you to listen to this.
Tufanye siasa zetu kwa njia ya utulivu na ya uzima. Tusifanye siasa ya utoto. Tusifanye siasa ya kugombanisha watu. Mimi nawauliza jameni. Mimi hata kwetu kule Gatundu Ishaweri, si munaona wanakuja kunitukania kwa.
So this, I am here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, why Uhuru tearing Ruto, why Uhuru is tearing Ruto on this issue. Then what is the interpretation? Because it seems everyone has spoken about this chopper incident. William Ruto have come out to apologize, and I have mentioned here and again that you give credit where it's due. If there is someone that really managed this crisis very well, that person is William Samoei Ruto. Now, Oscar Sudi and Caleb Kositany were questioned today in Nakuru, DCI headquarters. And I think Mandago, as I mentioned, that Mandago was an innocent face in this, Mandago was not questioned. So let me tell you what's happening. What this chopper incident is manifesting is, number one, that William Ruto's competitors will use this against him as a political tool. And I can tell you, if you listened to Munya was campaigning somewhere in central Kenya, he mentioned about this issue. When Raila was campaigning in West Pokot and Turkana, one of the most contentious issues that he is so talking about is the issue of the chopper incident. So Ruto must be very keen, and I think his campaign team must sit down to re-strategize on how they are going to use it. And let me tell you, Uhuru's entry into this Raila's chopper incident is going to disorganize things. Let me tell you how. William Ruto have apologized, and ODM, I think one day somebody was speaking here saying that we don't accept that apology. Then Uhuru now going to say, trying to hit Ruto on this issue is just to disturb him kidogo. You know, William Ruto has been the person when he hears something, he will now start jumping and making all those statements. So what they are doing, they just want to destabilize him about this issue. Number two, I think the chopper incident have manifested the high stakes that people have on Raila Odinga's presidency. It is what happened in Uasin Gishu is not far from also what happened in Jacaranda and bit of Kondele. But I don't know whether president have ever spoken about the Kondele issue. And the way this Raila's incident is being treated tells you that the stakes on Raila are very high. You listen to Uhuru saying that huyu mzee mawe ingemgonga situngechoma nchi. What they want to show here is that Raila is a national leader that have a national stake. It shows there is a documentary that ran in this country that was showing that the only person with suicidal supporters is Raila Odinga. So the other aspect is that issue of high stakes. Number three, I think it is going to be used to run a peace campaign on Raila Odinga's side, and that will be done strategically to antagonize on what has been termed as William Ruto's divisive politics or divisive violent politics. Now, You know how Uhuru captured that? If you listen to his speech in the church, he mentioned about peaceful campaigns, that people should just campaign in peace and there should be no mayhem. What is happening now is that they want to portray William Ruto as a politician who is not peaceful and is ready to do stop at nothing to win the presidency. And this is something that I think it has been manifested here. Now, I mentioned that there are deeper hands behind the Raila issue, and that is what worries Deputy President William Ruto. There are deeper hands. If you see the president coming to talk about it, and you know the president was with Matiang'i in that church service, and they all spoke about the issue of the Raila incident. So what they say is that maybe because the president have the access to the intelligence, maybe they know that there was an inside plan by Raila Odinga's key critics for that to happen. And someone was asking me that, Kevin, do you want to convince us that if, because my position has been that William Ruto is innocent of this, then someone was challenging me. Do you want to convince us that if Oscar Sudi and Caleb Kositany are implicated in this incident, can William Ruto be free? Most importantly, they might have made a call, or William Ruto knew that there was a plan to destabilize Raila's campaigns in the North Rift. Because again, one thing you need to take to issue is the Rift Valley vote, the ones that Raila is targeting is Narok, West Pokot, and Turkana. These two, and Raila was in West Pokot, Turkana, and Elgeyo Marakwet. So there is a probability that there are people around DP Ruto that knows what exactly happened about Raila's incident. But then Uhuru's voice in this gives it the magnitude that is really worrying the other side. Now let me promise you, from tomorrow, the narrative will change. That apology is no longer tenable. The DP Ruto will respond to the president. And what he will tell the president is, you kept quiet when I was stoned in Jacaranda, you kept quiet when I was stoned in Kondele. But sasa when Raila is stoned, you are making it a big issue. I can tell you. And what was intended by this, they are going to use the Raila's chopper incident to destabilize William Samoei Ruto. Is it going to work to draw Raila's sympathy from the rest of the country? Because what is happening here is that the political handlers around Raila Odinga are setting up William Ruto against the rest of the country. If you look from Mombasa, the Muslim Council spoke. Nairobi, the State House has spoken. From Western, from the Workers' Union, Kotu has spoken. So what this is, there is some bit of a framing to make sure that they make this an issue of DP William Samoei Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, my next video is very interesting, so make sure you subscribe.